Let's talk some wine here and here explore the world of rosés. You want to say roses, right?
Yeah.
It's Tamara. It's like camera with a T. Jorgensen from Grapes in a Glass in Canton, downtown Canton, right?
Correct.
In the Arts District.
Absolutely.
Rosés are crazy right now. People, we had these rosés out here. I tell you, everybody came over here. They're looking at them, spinning them around. They're so attractive, you can't not want to try one.
They're beautiful.
Yeah.
People don't recognize that they're actually a very dry, crisp wine. Most people think, oh, they're white Zinfandel.
Well, in the old days, that's what
Yeah.
it was, and it was sort of like sweet and bitter at the same time.
Absolutely.
So how do we start out? What's the first bottle?
Well, this is a Bieler and Fils. It's actually a French wine. So it is a Grenache Syrah blend, and this is also a Grenache from France.
So a Grenache is a type of grape?
It is. So they're all made from red grapes. That's the interesting thing. They just put the grapes into a big vat, usually let the free juices flow. There's just a little bit of skin contact until they get the amount of pink color that they want.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that wines that are white oftentimes come from
Correct,
red skin grapes, but they just take the peels out.
Right. It's the contact with the skin is what keeps making them darker.
So
As you can see, they get darker.
So when they get darker, how does that affect the flavors?
A little more body, a little more tannin structure, a little more flavor, maybe a little more aroma. And from the first to the last one, you can see such a huge difference.
Look at this one here. This one has a glass stopper
Isn't
in
that
it.
a beautiful cap?
Yeah, that's really wild. I like that.
Yeah, I've met the lady that makes this wine, and rosés are made to be drank within a year or two, so that's why.
And chilled, right?
Tops, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you don't need to cork a wine like this because you're not going to save it for 10 years.
Yeah, it wouldn't last anyway, would it?
No, it would not.
Yeah, it just doesn't make it. This one here with the champagne cork is what?
That's a bubbly. So that is our sparkling rosé, which is just as lovely, crisp, dry, effervescent, aromas of strawberries and flavors.
Yeah, I looked at all these bottles, and the one that sort of appeals to me the most, just like looking at it, is this one right here.
Whispering Angel is by far one of my favorites.
Yeah.
You know, we're pouring all these by the glass at our bar, so you can come and taste
How
several
about pouring
different.
one of these by the glass? Can we do it right now?
Absolutely.
What are we gonna try?
Actually, I'm going to pull the Bieler and Fils just to show you the lightest
Now
one.
we're talking, huh?
Yeah, and the winemaker is Charles Bieler.
Look how
Lovely
nice
guy. He was in Cleveland just a few weeks ago.
Yeah. This is lighter in the glass than it appears in the bottle, huh?
It is, definitely.
Yeah, that looks great. The newsroom, every time we have a drink on our show, the newsroom cheers. So here you go, newsroom. It's nice.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Really light.
And I can smell the aroma from here. You know, get the light
my cologne.
strawberries.
That's beautiful. That's great. This one is very dark, so this one's going to be a little more potent than that?
Yeah, and that's a Spanish, and this is 100% Grenache, so that's normally a big red grape. So it is a little more effervescent, or I'm sorry, a little more flavorful, a little more body to that one.
We've got to sit in front of a salad, so when you start pairing these things here, like what would you pair this nice light one that I had with?
Actually, they all compare with the same thing, and technically they compare with just about anything. But I would recommend your summer salad sitting out on the deck with an ice-cold bottle of rosé, lightly grilled shrimp, chicken, if seafood, with your grilled vegetables. You absolutely can't beat it.
Yeah, I like that a lot. This one here, this has an intense color, doesn't it?
Right, and again, it's a whole different grape. It's a Tempranillo grape. So the actual grape itself does matter, and it is a lot darker.
This kind of grape is called a what?
Tempranillo. It's a
Tempranillo.
Spanish grape.
So how is it different than the grape that was in the first one we tried?
This was a Grenache Syrah blend. That's a Tempranillo. This one is a Grenache. Here's a Pinot Noir. There's a Cabernet Merlot. So it's interesting that all the wines that you're used to drinking by reds are now made into rosés.
So if somebody comes into the store, your store's in Canton, what's it called?
Grapes in a glass.
Grapes in a Glass, and they wanted to do like have a little wine tasting on their patio and sort of explore these. What would you recommend? What three would you do?
We have them set up in flights already, so they can just choose, and they're set up in flights, so you get one from France, one from Italy, one from Spain. So you get pre-made flights.
That's great. And you're in the store often?
Yep, Wednesday through Saturday.
Okay, so when you see it, remember it's Tamara. It's like camera with a T, right?
Yes,
You'll never forget it after that.
I think so.
Maybe even I can't forget that. Hey, thanks a lot.